months back, and then I realized when I'm talking to myself, I realize how much I've ignored myself when it comes to talking. So could you please emphasize on how important it is to meditate and to actually talk to ourselves?
Uh, Talking to yourself, well, that happens in immense. Well, let me tell you, what you're trying to do is to talk yourself out of things. You're trying to talk yourself out of certain things which tend to happen repeatedly. Some compulsive actions and compulsive behavior, you're trying to talk yourself out of it. But you must understand this, the nature of human mind is such, what you don't want is what will happen in your mind. Right now, as an experiment, we'll include the children also, huh? Next 10 seconds, nobody should think of a monkey. What did you think? Monkey. Yeah. So if you say, I don't want something, only that will happen. Because in the very nature of our mind, it is made like this, there is only addition and multiplication. There is no subtraction and division in this mind, in terms of thoughts I'm saying. If you say, I'm having too many thoughts, let me divide it or let me subtract it, there's no such thing. If you touch it, it will plus, it will go. If you try hard, it'll become multiplication, plus will become like this. It'll multiply, because this is a vehicle where all the three pedals are throttle. Whatever you touch, boom. So, in this mind, you do not employ such methods. There are some things psychiatrists, psychologists and others are giving cathartic ways that you talk yourself out. What you would abuse that guy, you abuse yourself and be done with it here before you go on the football field, this kind of stuff. But there is no abuse hidden in you. There is no anger hidden in you right now, is there?
No.
There isn't right now. Once in a way you create it. Why do you create it? Why would you create something that you don't want? You create it because one thing is somewhere you believe it's a kind of power. Most people believe anger is power, but when it overtakes them, they suffer.
Yeah.
When they give a little dose to somebody and they get scared, they enjoy it. You know, I did boom and that guy got scared. It's nice. So once you think it's power, when it becomes overpowering over yourself, then it's a disaster. So, people can propel themselves into action with negative emotions like anger, resentment, hatred. Hatred is a fire which can make people do many things. A whole lot of people have done intense conquering and invasions out of hatred. Powering yourself with negative emotions like this is, in the villages and small towns in Karnataka, this used to be there at one time, fortunately it's ended I think these days. When the Diwali comes, it's coming right now, what they will do, they will find a donkey and tie a string of crackers to its tail. Poor donkey, when the crackers start bursting, the donkey will run faster than a racehorse, terrified. But this is not the way to perform. This is going to cost life, this is going to destroy you in many ways. Well, Mr. Bolt runs very fast, not because his tail is on fire, because he's prepared his legs and lungs, because behind those legs and lungs there is a dedicated life, a life that is devoted to doing what they want to do. This is one thing we must understand. Whatever you want to do, whatever it is, whether it is music, art, sport, business, spirituality, it doesn't matter what. Unless you're absolutely devoted to what you're doing, you will never do anything significant. You will do mediocre stuff, you will survive, make a living. But if you want to do something significant, you must be absolutely devoted to whatever you're doing. Only then it will bring you to a place where you're significant in what you're doing, otherwise, nothing. So, Mr. Bolt, people know him only like this. You've not seen him training. Day in and day out they'll be training, they can't eat what they want, they are careful about everything, every drop of water he drinks or what, everything is measured and taken care of, but his glory is just 9 seconds. Those 9 seconds has years of preparation.